Hi, Trevor here, reflecting on life through music. Thank you for stopping by. Well, coming again today, you're very welcome. I trust you enjoyed my last video on early 1980s band from the UK, Dead or Alive, the effervescent Pete Burns, and through their song You Spin Me Round, Round Baby, You Spin Me Round. We looked at this very thing of trying to make life easy for each other as opposed to complicating it. Well, there's a similar theme going on with the band I'm going to look at today, actually. It's funny how these things happen. 1979, London. Neil Arthur and Stephen Luscombe have been the main duo behind the band Blancmange. Now, Blancmange's name was inspired by the dessert of the same name. In 1980, they did release an EP, Irene and Mavis, but it was when they actually were involved in a compilation album with some greats such as Depeche Mode and Soft Cell, some bizarre album that these guys got a bit of notoriety with this song, A Sad Day. London Records came calling and said, yeah, look, we'll sign you up. Yeah, we'll have a bit of a career, absolutely. And in 1982, they released the single, God's Kitchen. Interesting song, this one, actually, in many ways. Where are you, God? Are you in the kitchen? Are you in the lounge room? Are you here? Are you there? Where are you? This song got to number 65 in the UK. We've got the official clip of this one below. Following up, we had Feel Me. This got to number 46. And we've got a live version of this one below. It's always good to get a live version of songs by artists if we can. And Blancmange for starting to be getting a bit of a reputation of being a good dance act, because certainly the clubs are looking for good dance songs in the early 1980s, that is for sure. But the world for Blancmange would actually change soon after with the number 7 hit, an international hit, Living on the Ceiling. This was a massive song for these guys. Below I've got a live version and the official clip of this one below. You've got me going round and round. I'm up the bloody tree. I'm so small. I feel so small. I'm so small. Very much similar to the song we looked at last time, You Spin Me Round, where we got the same thing going on here, and that is, but in this one here, we've got a bit of an air of confidence around this guy's situation. He's kind of a bit fed up the bloody tree. Is pretty fed up, I would have thought, but he's still in there, and he's thinking, well, I'll just try and ride through it. I'll get over it. I'll be strong. I'll just kind of deal with it, and hopefully I can be strong enough for it. Well, from personal experience, I think a little bit here, that sort of attitude doesn't last. Gives it 2 to 3 weeks tops, and you're back into frustration and just about to explode and all the sort of stuff that you do. So he absolutely has said in no uncertain terms, hey, look, this is not so good, this feeling of going around and being up the tree and living on the ceiling. I mean, what a precarious place that to be in. I mean, I prefer to live in the lounge room and actually perhaps maybe sit down with you on the couch, but I'm living on the ceiling. I'm not feeling so good up there, and I'm feeling quite frustrated. Now, I would hope that he would actually be saying these words to the girl. The girl may have absolutely no idea what's actually happening here. But if he's not, if this is something that's going around inside of his head, he's thinking, look, I'll get over it. I've moved through it. Maybe it's me that needs to change. Well, it'll only be a matter of time before it blows up. And the last thing we want to do is to have things blow up. Things are pretty close already, because up the bloody tree, like he is absolutely annoyed and frustrated. Now, back in the 1980s, swear words weren't as open as they are now. Bloody was one of these words you probably didn't say quite as much. So for him to put it into a song is pretty out there. And so if you're in a relationship, you're on the receiving end of this feeling like you're being spun around and you're going around and around, well, you need to say something, because the girl may not realise, or the guy may not realise what they're doing. We need to be making life easy for each other. We really really do, because relationships are complicated as they are, but if you start playing games in them, it makes it really, really hard. So as we looked at You Spin Me Round Round last time, I did a live Blancmange, and Living on the Ceiling kind of follows on that theme. So Tricia found all of that encouraging. In 1982, they would release the album Happy Families. This got to number 30 in the charts. And another song off this album, we got Waves, got to number 10. And this is a really, really beautiful song, this one. I actually like this one. I like the way this song feels, the way this song sounds. It's really quite beautiful and breathtaking and inspired by the images that the songwriters were seeing during their days. In a couple of years' time, they released the album Managed Tout, and we got the song Don't Tell Me off that one. This one got to number 8 in the chart, and so did the album. Actually, this is the critics kind of saw this one as a bit bouncy, a bit free, and a bit exciting. It's all about climbing mountains. The official clip of that one below. In 1985, we had the album Believe You Me was released, and we got an official clip of What's Your Problem below. Hey, look, I'm flying high. Life's pretty good and pretty exciting, but I'm losing touch with reality. So a pretty incredible take of life, that one. That album didn't do so well, and so around 1986, Blancmange decided to call it a day, but they would actually reform in 2011, some 25 years later, with the album Blancmange. And we actually got a live clip of Living on the Ceiling all the way forward in 2021 below. So between 1982 and 2022, there's been 16 studio albums, 6 EPs, 7 compilation albums, and 24 singles, estimated to have sold around 200,000 albums. So in the scheme of things, pretty successful. So the links to those 8 clips in the description below, and I've also included my last video from Dead or Alive, so if you want to recap on then, feel free. Well, if this is your first time to Live Reflections through Music, or you've come back for another one, how great to see everybody here. Well, that's it for today. Next time we're going to get on to a band I know nothing about, so I'm looking forward to finding out a bit about them, Florence and the Machine. So until then, I'll catch you around. Bye for now.